An interview with Chris and Sue Willis, who recently moved into Skibbo's. At the end of June, Sue and Chris played at our jazz afternoon, and I went along to ask them about themselves for Nympton News. When I arrived, they were rehearsing. You're busy at it. Don't let me stop you. Just do a few more. Oh, sorry, have I stopped you now?
That's all right.
I'm very sorry. I did tell you what time I was coming, but obviously I interrupted it all. I'm so sorry. So, basically, cheers. Where have you moved from?
We've moved from Dartmoor.
Dartmoor, just right in the heart of Dartmoor, wasn't it? Near Two Bridges, we had a B&B there, a guest house called the Cherry Brook. We were there for 5 years. I did all the front of house and was very, smiley, and Sue did all the hard work behind the scenes.
I know you've got a background in music and the forces. Are they linked?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we met, wasn't it? Through the army and music. Sue was playing in the local, what was then the Territorial Army, now the Army Reserve, band in Exeter, and I pitched up as the conductor, the director of music, and that's how we met. And that was way back in 2003, 3. Yeah, and I'd been involved I'd been in the military for years before that. Initially in music, mostly in music, but doing other bits and pieces, both in the Army and the RAF, and then latterly in the Army Reserve. So that's the music, and went to their School of Music at Mellor Hall, the student bandmasters course there, did all the usual ceremonial stuff that you do in military bands, tattoos and what they call public duties in London and home and abroad. Yeah, it's good. It was good to be able to play music and be paid full time. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So might you have ever gone and watched on the television the other night the Edinburgh Tattoo?
Oh, yes.
Right, tell me about your experience there.
I didn't play at the Tattoo, but I have played in the castle, and I've been to the Tattoo on many occasions to see our son who plays in the military band. But you've been in the Tattoo, haven't you?
Yeah, but both with the Army and the RAF, done the Edinburgh Military Tattoo, as it was called then. I'm not sure what they call it now, whether it's quite so military, but still going strong. It's a big draw, a big tourist attraction.
Indeed, they had ballet dancers there the other evening, so it was a bit of a...
I think they're belly dancers and all.
No, I've not seen belly dancers, I think when I was at Cherrybrook, I remember seeing a rather splendid picture of you. Mm-hmm. You were very posh with a big posh hat.
Oh, yes.
And you were wearing something very posh as well. What was all that about?
Yeah, that was at Buckingham Palace. Towards the end of my time with the Army Reserve, I've been asked to take on a job with the regiment. It was called the Rifles. It still is the Rifles. And I ended up doing 2 years as what they called Officer Commanding Rear Operations, whilst the battalions were on operational deployment in Afghanistan. So basically looking after the home base, but more importantly, dealing with families who'd had soldiers wounded in action, killed in action. So it was a very intense time. Yeah, so the MBE was awarded for that. I think the citation read for services to bereaved families, I think was the citation. So
Very difficult job, I would imagine that was.
It was a very demanding job.
Demanding job.
Yeah. Enough said.
Yes.
So after that, we ran away to sea.
Well, yes, I was going to ask you about this because there is something on the table you brought along.
I did.
That needs to be moved between you so I can see now who's this fine fellow and what on earth is the link?
This is the definitive Mickey Mouse Award. I mean, it's a Mickey Mouse Award and a Mickey Mouse Award. It says, this citation says, Fine Wines, Disney Cruise Line, Musician of the Year. Disney Fantasy was the ship. And this one's 2017. I think we picked up 3 of these, didn't we, in total?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a great, great time. Playing on board Disney Cruise Line. They're big ships, mostly in the Caribbean, around the Caribbean. It was a hard life.
Oh gosh, it sounds terrible. Having been on cruises myself, I know the entertainment's wonderful. So if you were part of it, I should imagine that you had a fantastic time. Now I can hear somebody else.
Yeah, I can hear a dog.
I know you have 2 delightful little dogs, so they will join the many in our village. So do introduce us.
There's one of them.
Who is this?
Honey?
That's Honey. I think they're getting a bit boisterous because it's getting towards feeding time.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So there is another one who I know is called Teddy.
Teddy and Honey. Yeah,
Teddy,
here he is.
Come and say hello, Ted.
Come on.
Go and see Daddy.
Come on, here you go.
Up a days.
There he is.
Now, I think they look very similar to some of the residents in King's Limpton already. So what breed are they?
Cockapoos.
Cockapoos.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're 5 years old.
Never work with animals and children. That's what they say.
well, I'm finding this all very interesting. I'm trying to do all this.
Teddy used to love meeting all the people in the bed and breakfast. So I think he's having withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
And if you find him up at the pub, it's because he wants to come and say hello to everybody.
So he's already been a bit of escapology.
Yes, he's had a little exploration of the village.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you find either of these dogs roaming around anyone, you know where they belong. Just give us a call.
Well, come down to Skibbo's. Well, thank you very much indeed. I do apologise for interrupting your rehearsal. So
That's right.
I'm sure you'll finish your drinks and then go back again to it. So thank you very much indeed.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.